What is going on, fellas? And welcome back to Hungary for Success with me, FoggyPlays, on FM21. Today we're taking on Benfica in the second knockout round in the Europa League. Of course, it will be Benfica. We're just cycling through the same teams constantly. It'd be nice if we got someone different, but we play the team that we are drawn against, and we have our youth intake coming up in this episode as well. So, hopefully, fingers crossed, we get a decent player. So if you do want to enjoy this episode, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. You have no idea how much it helps. Actually, you probably have an idea because every YouTuber says it. It makes a massive difference. Subscribe. Do it now. Please. Please. From me. Right, fellas. So we're going to start on the youth candidate preview thing. So it says we've got a lot of wingers come through, which not a terrible thing. Top prospect in central midfield who is also from Dorogi. So we have a local lad coming through who looks pretty good. We've no defensive midfielders. The wing backs don't look like they're going to be any good, nor the full backs. Centre backs don't look great. Wide midfielders don't look great. Strikers don't look at all good. It's a poor crop of players, which is just delightful. So since you were here last in the game against Pest, we smashed Ferencvaros 5-0. Mandir banged in 3. Carlsberg scored 1, and Osakov, who hasn't scored many goals in his career, popped up from a corner to score a header. The dude's like 5'9", one of the shortest players in our first team. Smacks it in the back of the net. We also drew with Benfica in the first leg. Really should have won this game. It's just a poor bit of defending from, I think it was Maputa, he's been so poor of late, and I'm really annoyed because he's definitely our best left back. And then we went and beat Brescia 4-1. Quite convincing goal, or convincing game. This own goal wasn't anything special. It should have been Carlsberg scoring a free kick. Unfortunately, didn't end up like that. So went in hit the post, hit the goalkeeper, went into the back of the net. So, um, so yeah, we're actually just gonna pop over to here because if we beat VAC in both legs in the next round, because obviously every other team has played already, because we have European commitments. Only team in Hungary that are still in, or that even made it to the group stage in Europe. Hanvid will be our opponents in the next round, and as you can see, we've guaranteed top 3. It's been a very dominant season between ourselves and MTK. No one else has really kind of gotten involved. I think we can still drop down as far as 3rd, but that would need to be a terrible, terrible time for everybody. So as you can see, Arsenal have qualified for the next round. Hector Bellerin, only 31 years old, has just recently signed a new contract. Popped up in my thing. Don't know why. I have not taken any interest in what Arsenal are doing, but they're telling me. Porto, Leon have come through and beaten Sporting 3-1, and Monaco are through as well. Interestingly, Tottenham got beaten in Ukraine by Dynamo Kiev. It's not something you see every day. So we're going into this game. They do want us to play cautious. We're not going to. We also have no left backs. Every one of them are either injured or suspended, which is just delightful. So Mandira injured, won't be starting today's game. He could play, not going to risk him. There is no point. There probably is a point, but I'm not going to. Tony Morton is unregistered, so he can't play. Hidalgo is suspended. Bourdais is injured, as is Perez and Maputa. So that means that Bartek, our right back, starts at left back. It was him or Bruno Toth, and I don't think Toth is quite there as a player yet, although he probably would be better than Bartek. But Bartek is either footed, and I believe he can do it. He doesn't want to be a winger. Actually, I never even checked. What is his tackling? 6. Ooh, not a great defender. Anyway, Werner starts goal. Fleck and Barters are wide wing backs. Stepanenko and Usakov as our central defence. Mora and Zamorano as our central midfield. Savic and Carlsberg as the wide men. Grodem and Ivankovic as our strikers. Ivankovic scored in the last game, so I'm looking forward to that. Kosaric sitting on the bench did have a terrible couple of games. Bartek's disappointed because he's not playing in his preferred position. Again, don't really have anyone who can play left back. I think John Divick is one of the players on the bench that if need be he could come on. but like, do I really want to be playing a midfielder in that position? Bartek is delighted with life. I faith. Oh, okay. So we've inspired everybody. We do have an away goal, which is quite nice. So if we draw 0-0, we are through. I'm not going to put my pin my hopes and dreams on it because they have a very, very good striker. We have come away with the ball though. Grodem hacked down, absolutely hacked. He should send off that defender. Was it Ruggeri? Ruggery? Yep, penalty awarded. Had to be. Don't think the Benfica player got booked for it though. Carlsberg steps up to take a penalty and he slots it away. It is 2-1 on aggregate, 1-0 on the night. He has joint top goal scorer with Mandira now. Mandira really couldn't have picked a worse time to pick up that injury. Osakov got booked for the celebration, maybe. Oh, Osakov gets a shot blocked by Carvalho, midfielder, I think. Carlsberg whips it in. Grodem heads over. This is a much better start than I was expecting, but I'll take it. Oh, we are after getting another corner, and Grodem heads just over again. We're really making an awful lot of opportunities, not really taking full advantage of them. Benfica's right back, Felipe Cruz. If you're looking for a good right back early in the game, Felipe Cruz, absolute worldly of a player. I had him in the beta save with Atalanta, which was a fairly good series. Pretty good at learning the game when you've got a decent team. He played at right wing back for me. He was pretty good. We are very lucky that ball made it to Carlsberg. Bartek picks it up. Not a great pass, but we've kept a hold of it. Savic tries to find Grodem. It somehow gets back to Savic and he slots it away. His second goal, I think, since he came back from his injury. My chair started falling backwards. Savic having an absolute fantastic return from his injury. Assisted his own goal. I think they should give that as an assist because kind of was like he purposely kicked it off the defender. Bartek with a free kick gets to Usakov. Bartek is going for a nice little run there. Unfortunately, it didn't come to anything, and Moore has picked up a knock. Potential knee injury. Oh, I know what it's like, buddy. I've been there. I'm going to bring on Kosric because he's really good. So, just he's been out of form recently, so I dropped him. So he got to sit a whole 39 minutes out of this game. Carlsberg with the corner. Stempenenko puts it in the back of the net. His third of the season. We paid 5 million quid for him. And he's been pretty good. Recently, not been as good as I would have liked, but that's the kind of goal that Hidalgo has been scoring all season. So this first half has gone quite well. Keep it going, lads. Does nobody really want to take off? I think Ivankovic not playing amazingly. I could swap him and Savic around. Oh, they brought on Minamino. They put Minamino in central midfield. Stepanenko, oh, he's hit the cross. It looked like the keeper got a touch on that, but obviously he didn't. Vlek gets it to Savic, whips in the cross. Carlsberg. How do you miss from that close? That's like Fernando Torres bad. To be fair, I can't give out. Carlsberg has scored so many goals this year. He's allowed to miss 1 or 2 opportunities. He just gets there before the defender. Gets the ball. Oh, he got hacked down twice. And they just left it go. Kosric finds Savic. Speculative, but almost. We've done quite well. We've had 39 shots. Zamorano wins the ball. I did think he was going to get sent off there. Thankfully, he didn't. Bartek gets it forward. Ivanovic gets on the. His name's not Ivanovic. Yeah, no, it's close enough. He's not been overly involved so far today. So we're gonna take him off and bring on Oriola. And I think we're going to leave our final substitution for now, just in case there is an injury. Which, if there is an injury, I'd be quite disappointed. But 10 minutes remaining, and Minamino gets dispossessed by Kosaric. Schmidt has been an absolute monster against us. I would not be surprised if he scored. He could score from the halfway line. Like, that guy is so much. No. He is an exceptional talent that he could score from anywhere he wanted. We're going to take off Usakov and we're going to bring on Keretis, who hasn't had his debut for Hungary yet, but he is on the verge. Just because he's my player. We've hit nearly 50 shots in this game, and we've only scored 3 goals. I feel like we should have won this one by a bit more. Grodem, he's not going to get there. Odysseus manages to beat Grodem to the ball, but then his distribution wasn't great. Stepanenko tries to find Carlsberg. Felipe Cruz has an injury. Oh, Oriola puts Grodem through. Grodem. Oriola is not much of a goal scorer, but is quite good at the through ball. That's why he is such a lethal complete forward. And it is 5-1 on aggregate. We absolutely smashed Benfica at home. Did not expect that. I am glad it happened though. Let's get into the next couple of rounds. See what happens. See who we get. Young Boys knocked out Feyenoord. And Sochi got knocked out by Bodo Glimt. And Dynamo Kiev. Oh, Dynamo Kiev have knocked out Tottenham. Harry Kane will not be happy with that. Harry Edward Kane. Did not know his middle name was Edward. Oh no, Moore is out for at least 2 months. Oh, damaged cruciate ligament. Ooh, his bravery's already dropped to 9. Ah, nice. How long is this contract? Does he have? Okay, he's going to be back before the end of the contract anyway. That's the main thing. We just got £1 million. I'm not going to replace him because I already have spaces in my squad. I don't know why I'd bother. That is really unfortunate. So when's the draw for the next rounds? Tomorrow. Right, we'll be back tomorrow for the draw for the groups, or the semi-final, and I think the quarter-final. Yeah, quarter-final and semi-final draws will be tomorrow. So we'll be back for that in just a second. Right, fellas, so we didn't even really need to progress because it's the day after, and we've just gotten our youth intake. So we're going to get our youth intake, and we're going to see who we're going to be playing in the next round in the Europa League. So we have an Irish guy. I was kind of hoping that we'd have. Who's this central midfielder that's meant to be fantastic from Dorogi? Said we didn't get any good defenders yet. There's 4.5-star potential centre back, and the second best guy is a centre back. Interesting indeed. So the Irish centre back is the one that stands out as the best. He's fine. He's from Maynooth and he's Algerian. Irish Algerian. What? Why did I check his history? He doesn't have any. Okay. Got good marking for a 15-year-old. Okay tackling. Acceleration, natural fitness, stamina are fine. I'm not 100% sure. So where's this Thomas Papp? Are you the guy from Dorogi? You're the one that we were told it was going to be fantastic. Really? So we've got like 2 decent players, both our centre backs. He's quite brave. He's got decent aggression, fairly good jumping rate. He's 6'1", so yeah, natural fitness, balance is alright. Decent teamwork. It's good. Does anyone else have like a weird? No, just the Irish guy, and he's already a star and a half. So when he arrives or when he joins the first, like when he signs the contract, it's probably going to be like 1 star, maybe 5 star potential. Hmm. Hmm. I was kind of hoping that I'd have one of these be one of my kids, but yeah. So we have an Irish Algerian, interesting mix, um, who is at a Hungarian club, and he's our best youth prospect. Interesting, very interesting. This is probably is the worst youth intake we've had, like potentially ever. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. I want to see actually who. So yeah, standout player, influencer bringing through, and Victor David is a 2 star player. Low determination, fantastic. That's what you want. Benko, low determination, of course he is. Fedor, fairly loyal. That's fine. That's right. Well, we'll be back in just a second for the draw. I think the draws are going to be like two or three clicks of the continue button away. So I'll bring you back for that. See what we're going to get in the next round. Right, fellas. So now it's time for the quarter final and semi final draws. We could get teams such as Arsenal, Monaco, Bodo Glimt, Dinamo Kiev, who knocked out Tottenham in the last round, might I remind you, Porto, Leon, and Young Boys. I think Bodo Glimt or Young Boys. I'll take either of those. Not getting Young Boys. Bodo Glimt, we'll this one, please. Nope, Monaco. Alright, so it's Dinamo Kiev, Arsenal, or Porto. Playing at home first. Dinamo Kiev. I'll take it. Alright, Dinamo Kiev. I think there's a chance we could do something against them. Semi-finals then, if we do get past Dinamo Kiev, I would like to play. Oh, it's probably going to be Monaco or Leon or Arsenal. So we're the first out. So if we do get through, we play Arsenal or Porto. We just beat Benfica. I think we could take on Porto. I'm not sure about Arsenal. Bodo Glimt or Monaco will take on Young Boys or Leon. Have we ever played? I'm pretty sure we played Dinamo Kiev before. We have. Win each. We smashed them 5-1. This is back 2024. So this is years ago. This is back when we had Mendoza. Fixture rearrangements. Interesting. So, I think the next round has to be like or the next episode has to be Haladas Dinamo Kiev or Dinamo Kiev Hanvid. It'll be ones of these ones. Potentially just the Dinamo Kiev game, like both games. We'll wait and see. Because league wise, pretty confident we have it wrapped up. If we don't win from here, it's bottle job. We are a big bottle job. If we don't win the league from here, like we have a 63 goal difference. We've only conceded like 12, 17 goals. When did we concede 17? We've conceded 17 goals. When did that happen? We still have the best defensive record in the league. By far and away the best goal scoring record in the league. So if we don't win it from here, we're bottle jobs. We're bottle jobs if we don't win it from here. But yeah, next episode will be one or both of the Dinamo Kiev games, and then one of the games around them. Let's hope we have the measure of Dinamo Kiev, and then we can beat either Arsenal or Porto, and then which one of the other teams makes it through. We'll have to wait and see what happens. This is interesting. We could have a Europa League and a Hungarian Cup final, and we could win the league. Imagine if we did a treble. Imagine doing a treble 7 years into a road to glory. The last time we won the Europa League with a club outside of. The last time I won the Europa League for the first time ever was with Ghent, and then we went on the year after to win the Champions League. Makes you think. Right, so we're going to leave the episode here. If you have enjoyed, do make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with all of your friends, and I will see you in the next one.